అందరికీ నమస్కారం. ఈరోజు మా తాతయ్య వేముల వెంకటేశ్వరరావు 6/20 June 20th 2009. ఈరోజు June 20th 2009 మా తాతయ్య వేముల వెంకటేశ్వరరావు గారు మెమోరియల్ సర్వీసెస్ లెమాంట్ టెంపుల్లో కింద బేస్మెంట్లో మెమోరియల్ సర్వీసెస్ చేస్తున్నాము. ఓకే, ఒకటేంటంటే చండి కాసేపు ఆగండి.
Taking pictures or recording? Yeah. Recording? Recording. Oh, okay. So we should talk or we just keep quiet or what? Okay, thank you.
This off and దీని కింద పెట్టేది బేస్ ఉండాలండి. దీని డైరెక్ట్ ఛార్జింగ్ లేదనుకుంటా దీనికి. దీనికి డైరెక్ట్ ఛార్జింగ్ లేదనుకుంటాను. సో దానికి ఎలా పెడతారంటే మనకి బేస్ నుంచి ఉందా? నేను అది నోటీస్
ఒకసారి తీసుకురండి, దాని పవర్ కార్డ్ తీసుకుని చూద్దాం.
August 15th, I'm moving into the house, but
నడుస్తారు కదా.
పర్లేదు. Charging when the NCL costs like around how many hours like you bring in 1 hour, 1 hour. So probably because I already told them this light is actually coming like out to like but as of now it's okay.
We would like to begin with a short prayer.
लोकानां विषये भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतङ्गमय। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
Hello, my name is Madhuri. I'm from St. Louis. I'd like to, on behalf of my family, welcome. On behalf of our family, I'd like to welcome you all to my beloved Tatayya memorial service. You hear me? As you might remember, about 4 or 5 years ago, we met here for Mama and Tatayya's 50th wedding anniversary. He's shared 80 beautiful years on this earth, and we would like to take this few minutes to remember those beautiful years with you. I'd like to ask my dad to come on stage and say a few words about Tatayya.
Hello. Hi, I am Dr. Venkat Subaya Kosuri from St. Louis. I am brother of Srinivas, who is son-in-law of Vemula, Venkateswara. We are all here to celebrate and remember a few things about Vemula Venkateswara. He was born in Nayurpeta in 1930. He came up from a humble family. He had his education. He went and did engineering college in those days, which all of you know how difficult it was in those days to go to engineering. He went to Anantapur Engineering College, and after that he went and did his bachelor's degree in Voltaire, and then he served in Indian Army for a few years, and then he did work at ITC, which is like a ILTD company in Chirala. He was very proud of his children more than his work. He was blessed with 2 great sons and 3 daughters. As you know, Anjani went to ITC. He was an engineer, and then the other son is in Chennai. He is a physician. And then the other 3 daughters, they're all here. And then he always used to say he was blessed with 5 diamond type children, and then 5 pearls type son-in-laws and daughter-in-laws. And then he is blessed with 9 grandchildren. And then recently he had a great granddaughter who is 5 months old now. He was a voracious reader. He was like an encyclopedia. For any kind of subject, if you ask him, he can just tell. Even the medical, economical, or any political type things. We always had great memories of him. I knew him for the last 24, 25 years. It was a great experience. I used to look forward to come and spend some time with him whenever I come to Chicago. It was wonderful. And then, as you know, he lived about 80 years. And then recently, till he was diagnosed with his condition for the last 3-4 months, he was in great health. He always used to work out. He always used to read. He was a very disciplined, great person to be associated with. We will miss him, and then we would like to invite Siva. We had a few memories, I think for the last 10 years or so. They put together like a small video, which will just take 5 minutes. And then towards the end of the video, I was told towards the end, few days, he had written some things with his own handwriting. They are going to show a few clips on that also. Please look at the video and we'll proceed with other program. Thank you.
నమస్కారం మీ అందరికీ. మిమ్మల్ని చూస్తున్నారు చాలా సంతోషంగా ఉన్నాయి. ఈరోజు మీరు అందరూ శ్రమపడి ఈ ఫంక్షన్ ఇంత గ్రాండ్గా చేస్తారని అనుకోలేదు. ఎందుకంటే కూడా వర్కింగ్ డే, మీరందరూ కూడా చాలా బిజీగా ఉంటారు. అవన్నీ కూడా కష్టాలు అన్నీ కూడా మీరు పక్కన చేసి నా కొరకు, మా ఇద్దరి కొరకు ఇట్లా వచ్చారంటే మేము చాలా సంతోషంగా ఉన్నాం. పైన చూస్తుంటే ఎలా అనిపిస్తుంది అంటే నా కిందకి ఇండియాలో ఉన్నట్టుగానే ఫీల్ అవుతున్నాను, కానీ నేను అమెరికాలో ఉంటే ఫీల్ అవుతుంది. సో మీ అందరికీ మా యొక్క హృదయపూర్వకంగా ఉన్నాయి. తర్వాత ముఖ్యంగా మేము ఈ దేశానికి రావడానికి కౌన్సిలర్ సుబ్బయ్య గారు, మా అక్క అంటే మా అమ్మాయి, మా కజిన్ బ్రదర్ సార్ డాక్టర్ ఆమె భారతి, వీళ్ళు మొట్టమొదటిలో ఇండియాకి వచ్చారండి. అప్పుడు మా అమ్మ ఫైనల్ ఇయర్ చదువుతుంది. చెప్పేది మాకు మా అమ్మాయి కావాలని అడిగారు. నేను ఎవరు అడిగాను, మాకేం ప్రాబ్లం ఇవ్వడానికి కానీ మీరు సరిగ్గా చూసుకోవాలంటే నువ్వు నా సొంత చెరువులో చూసుకుంటానండి. అప్పుడు అమ్మాయితో మీ అక్క అన్నావు, మా ఫ్యామిలీ అందరినీ మా అక్క అంటాం. ఇప్పుడు 5 మెయిన్ థింగ్ చెప్తే మీరు నమ్మండి. మొన్న 4 days బ్యాక్ మా మామగారు అంటే నా వైఫ్ ఫాదరు, ఆయన 86 years. నేను మాట్లాడుతుంటే ఇలా చేసుకుంటున్నారు, పిల్లలు చేస్తున్నారు సెలబ్రేషన్ 50th బర్త్డే అంటే ఎవరు అక్క కూడా అని అడిగారు. అంటే మా ఫ్యామిలీలో ఆమె అంత కలిసిపోయింది అనమాట. ఇక సుబ్బయ్య గారి గురించి చెప్పాలంటే చెప్పలేదు. ఈ పర్సానిఫికేషన్ చెప్తామండి. ఇక నా వైపు గురించి చెప్పాల్సి వస్తే నా 5 పిల్లలకి నేను ఇంత సుఖంగా ఉండడానికి he is the main cause. And I used to wonder whenever I hear people say, for every success of a man, there will be always a woman. But it has proved to be 100% true in the case of my wife. She is everything to me and I cannot forget. Of course, I am an introvert fellow. I always quarrel with her for everything. But she has a knack of keeping quiet. Next time, she will fight with me. She has got so much of tolerance and what I say, affection for me. So I all thank you once again, all gentlemen. God bless you all. Sai Maharaj ki jai. Sai Maharaj. రోజు మాకు చాలా సంతోషకరమైన రోజు. మా పవన్ మీ అందరి ఆశీర్వాదం వల్ల హైయర్ స్టడీస్ పెడుతున్నాడు. మీరందరూ కూడా వాడి యొక్క ఫ్యూచర్ బాగుండాలి, గొప్ప డాక్టర్ అవ్వాలి, వాడు అనుకునే ప్రపంచంలో హ్యాపీగా జరగాలని మీరు మనస్ఫూర్తిగా వాడిని దీవించాలని ఆశీర్వదించాలని కోరుకుంటాను. ఈ సందర్భంలో నేను క్వశ్చన్ చెప్పాలి, అది కానీ నేను మర్చిపోతే ఇట్ ఈస్ ద డిఫరెన్స్ ఇన్ మై లైఫ్. మేము ఈ దేశానికి రావడానికి, మేము ఇంత అభివృద్ధిలో రావడానికి కారణం మోస్ట్లీ వారి ఫ్యామిలీస్. ముఖ్యంగా డాక్టర్ సుబ్బయ్య గారు, మా భారతి అమ్మాయి, మా అమ్మాయి కూడాను, తర్వాత శ్రీనివాస్, మా ఉమా, వీళ్ళ యొక్క ప్రోత్సాహం వల్లే వీళ్ళు మమ్మల్ని నిలబడి ఉన్నది. ఇండియాలో ఉండేటప్పుడు రండి 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 గొడవ పెట్టి మమ్మల్ని రప్పించారు. మేము వాళ్ళతో సంతోషంగా ఉన్నాము. every moment of our life they are with us and they are guiding us. And one more thing I would like to say about Dr. Subbaiah garu, Dr. Subbaiah garu son unnadu. Ee abbai he is a guru for my grandson. He is a very good doctor from Harvard University. వాడు మొదటి నుంచి కూడా వీడికి చెప్పాడు, నేను ఇలా చదవాలి, ఇలా చేయాలని. ఇవాళ ఆ అబ్బాయి కూడా రావడం మాకు చాలా సంతోషంగా ఉంది. మీ అందరికీ నమస్కారం ఒకసారి. అలాగే శ్రీ సాయిబాబా వారికి, be with us and He guide us in proper ways. Thank you very much and once again.
A brilliant person and an eloquent speaker. He's always praised and had well wishers for everybody in his family and friends. I'd like to invite anybody who would like to come up and say a few kind words to my most Tatayya. Please come up.
అందరికీ నమస్కారాలు. ఈరోజు మనం అందరం ఇక్కడ సుబ్బయ్య గారు చెప్పినట్టు వెంకటేశ్వర గారి జ్ఞాపకాలను కాస్త గుర్తు తెలుసుకుందాం అనుకున్నాం. నిజంగా ఈ 50వ వార్షికోత్సవం తర్వాత పవన్ యొక్క గ్రాడ్యుయేషన్ సెరమనీలో వారి మాట, వారి భావన అవన్నీ చూస్తుంటే మళ్ళీ మనకి వెంకటేశ్వరరావు గారు మన కళ్ళ ముందు కనబడుతున్నట్లే అనిపించేది. వెంకటేశ్వరరావు గారు మాకు 10 సంవత్సరాలు తెలుసు. అంతకు ముందే ఉమా, శ్రీనివాసు, తర్వాత కళ్యాణి, అంజని మాకు బాగా తెలుసు. వాళ్ళు దాదాపు ఏమిటండి మా పిల్లలాగానే మాతో కలిసిపోయారు. ఉమా అయితే ఎంతసేపు ఇంకలు అనేది కానీ నేను మాత్రం ఊరుకునేవాడిని కాదు. శ్రీనివాసుని అల్లుడు అనేవాడిని. వెంకటేశ్వర గారు అమెరికా వచ్చినప్పుడు అన్నీ నవ్వుతూ ఉండేవారు. శ్రీనివాస్ ముందు మీ అల్లుడండి, తర్వాతే మా అల్లుడు అని చెప్పేసి. అలాంటి వ్యక్తి వెళ్ళిపోయారు అంటే ఊహించుకోవడం కూడా చాలా కష్టం అండి. నిజంగా ఆయన లేరు అని ఆలోచించుకోవడం కూడా కొంచెం కష్టంగా ఉంటుంది అన్నమాట అండి. ఆయన ఎప్పుడు ఎక్కడ కలిసినా సరే ఏమండి సునారాయణ గారు ఎలా ఉన్నారు, ముందు ఆయన అడిగేది ఒకటే, పిల్లలు అందరూ బాగున్నారా, సాయి కృప వల్ల మీరు అందరూ బాగుంటారండి. నేను ఎప్పుడన్నా ఉమాని గురించి అడిగితే మీ అమ్మాయి గురించి మీరే అడగండి, నన్ను అడుగుతారు ఏంటండి అనేవారు. ఆయన సింప్లిసిటీ అనండి, ఫ్రెండ్లీనెస్ అనండి, దైవభక్తి అనండి, సౌమ్యత అనండి, నలుగురితో కలిసి ఉండి ఐకమత్యం అనండి, మంచితనం అనండి, అన్నిటికీ ఆయన మారిపోయారండి. అరుణ్ గారు 55 సంవత్సరాలు ఆయనతోటి నడిచి ఆ కుటుంబాన్ని ఇంతవరకు తీసుకొచ్చారు అంటే నిజంగా వారు వీడియోలో చెప్పినట్టు గొప్పతనం వారిదే కాదు, అరుణ్ గారిది కూడా. మేము ఎప్పుడు అనుకుంటూ ఉంటాం 5 పిల్లలు ఆణిముత్యాలు అని. మేము ఈ దేశం వచ్చి 18 సంవత్సరాలు అయింది. వెంకటేశ్వర గారు వచ్చి 10 సంవత్సరాలు అయింది. ఆయన వచ్చిన కాడి నుంచి వారు మేము కలవని సందర్భం కానీ, కలుసుకున్న విషయాలు కానీ, కుటుంబం మంచి చెడుల గురించి ఆలోచించడం కానీ ఇప్పుడు లేకోకుండా ఉండేదే కానీ. ఏమిటో ఆయన మేము ఎక్కడో 70 మైళ్ళ దూరంలో ఉన్నా ఇప్పుడు పిలిస్తే ముందు సూర్యనారాయణ గారింటికి వెళ్ళాలనేవారు. అలాగే మా పిల్లల ఇంట్లో ఏమైనా జరుగుతుందండి అంటే మీరు వస్తే రండి, నేను మాత్రం అక్కడికి వెళ్తాననేవారు. మా కుటుంబానికి ఆయన ఒక ఆప్తుల్లాగా, మా కుటుంబంలో ఒకరిలాగా కలిసిపోయారు. ఈ రోజుకి కూడా ఇప్పుడు అంజని అనండి, ఉమా అనండి, శ్రీనివాస్ అనండి, కళ్యాణి అనండి, ఇంకా అనండి, మాకు మా పిల్లలతో సమానం వచ్చింది. తర్వాత మెల్లిగా రాధగారితో మిగతా కుటుంబ సభ్యులతో పరిచయమైన తర్వాత మాకు నిజంగా అనిపించేది వెంకటేశ్వరరావు గారు చాలా అదృష్టవంతులు. ఆ కుటుంబాన్ని ఎంత కలుపుగోలుతనంగాను ఎంత ఆనందకరమైన కుటుంబంగా తీసుకొచ్చారో తెలుసుకుంటూ ఉంటే అందరూ కూడా అలాంటి పిల్లలు, అలాంటి ఇది ఫ్యామిలీ కావాలనుకుంటారు అనడంలో సందేహం. గాడ్ విషింగ్ మా ఫ్యామిలీ కూడా అలాగే అందరూ కలిసికట్టుగా వెంకటేశ్వరరావు గారి కుటుంబంలాగా వాళ్ళ అడుగుజాడల్లో కానివ్వండి వాళ్ళకిలాగా మాకు కూడా అనిపిస్తే అంతకన్నా మాకు వేరే సంతోషం ఉంటుంది. వెంకటేశ్వర గారు లేరు అనుకోవడం నిజంగా చాలా కష్టం, అనుకోలేం కూడా. ఆఖరి రోజున శనివారం నాడు మేము వెళ్ళామండి చూసి రావడానికని. ఆ రోజు వెళ్తే మా శ్రీమతిని చూడగానే చేతులు ఎత్తి ఆశీర్వదించారు. అది మేము జన్మలో ఎప్పుడూ మర్చిపోయాము. ఆయన ఈజ్ ఎ గ్రేట్ పర్సనాలిటీ, ఈజ్ ఎ రియల్లీ గ్రేట్ పర్సనాలిటీ. అందుకన్నా నేను చెప్పగలిగేది ఏం లేదండి. ఒకటి ఏమిటంటే నేను భగవంతుడిని, అందరం కలిసి భగవంతుడిని నేను ప్రార్థిస్తూ ఉంటాం. వాళ్ళ కుటుంబానికి తండ్రి లేని లోటు లేకుండా వాళ్ళు ధైర్యంగా ముందుకు సాగిపోవడానికి భగవంతుడు తన ఆశీర్వాదం ఎప్పుడు ఇస్తాడని చెప్పి భగవంతుడు ప్రార్థిస్తున్నాను.
అందరికీ నమస్కారం అండి. నా పేరు రుద్రరాజు సుబ్రహ్మణ్యరాజు. తను చెప్పినట్టే వెంకటేశ్వరరావు గురించి మాకు పరిచయం ఈ 10-15 ఏళ్ళ లోపలనే. అది కూడా ఉమా, శ్రీనివాసు, అంజని వాళ్ళ ఫ్యామిలీతో కలిసి వాళ్ళు ఇక్కడికి వచ్చినప్పుడు మాకు పరిచయం ఏర్పడింది. పరిచయం ఏర్పడినప్పటి నుండి కూడా అందరూ అనుకున్నట్టే ఈ వాజ్ రియలీ వెరీ నైస్ జెంటిల్మ్యాన్. చాలా గౌరవంగా అందరితో కలిసి అందరి బాగోగులు, పిల్లలు ఎలా ఉంటారు అనేది హీ వుడ్ బి ఆల్వేస్ ప్రౌడ్ ఆఫ్ హిస్ కిడ్స్. అది మేము నోటీస్ చేసింది. మా పిల్లల గురించి కానీ ఎవరి గురించి కానీ ఆయన మాట్లాడే దానిలో ఆ సౌమ్యం కానీ దైవభక్తి అవన్నీ నిజంగా చాలా అడ్మైరబుల్ క్వాలిటీస్. ఈజ్ ఎ ట్రూ జెంటిల్మ్యాన్. And we always enjoyed his company. Anytime we meet, we enjoy every minute of it. And ఆయన అంత గొప్ప వ్యక్తి అనే దానికి అసలు నిదర్శనంగానే వాళ్ళ పిల్లలు ఎవ్రీబడి, ఇక్కడ ఉండేవాళ్ళు కానీ ఇండియాలో ఉండేవాళ్ళు కానీ ఎవ్రీబడి వాళ్ళ బిహేవియర్, వాళ్ళ అది కుటుంబ వాల్యూలు కానీ అవి చూస్తూ ఉంటే తను ఎంత గొప్ప వ్యక్తి అనేది, తన పిల్లల్ని ఎలా రేజ్ చేశాడనేది దానికి నిదర్శనం. అదే మనకు అందరికీ తెలుస్తుంది. సో we didn't need any other proof. I always wonder, it's a real pleasure to meet such a elderly person, a very friendly person. Whatever short time we know, he used to be so close and very fond of our family members and everything. So it is true. I mean, it won't be too much, and I'm sure everybody feels like that. And it is hard, especially for the family members. మన మధ్యలో ఆయన లేరని చెప్పి, మరుగైనారని చెప్పేసి కష్టం అనిపిస్తుంది. మనం ఎప్పుడు మనల్ని పెంచిన వాళ్ళను వదులుకోవడం, మరిచిపోవడం లేదు, దూరం చేసుకోవడం ఎవరికి ఇష్టం ఉండదు. చాలా కష్టం కూడా. కానీ మన చేతుల్లో ఏం లేదు. మనం వాంఛించచ్చు కానీ మనం ఆర్డర్ చేయలేము ఉండాలనేది. కాబట్టి తాను మన మధ్యలో లేరనేది మాత్రం వదులుకొని, ఇప్పుడు మనకు అందరూ కూడా ఆలోచిస్తే మన ఇష్ట దైవం అని చెప్పేసి దేవుణ్ణి మనం భౌతికంగా మన ప్రకృతిలో చూడలేదు, ఎప్పుడు చూడడం, కానీ మనసులో ఎప్పుడు వదులుకోలేము. సో దట్ ఈస్ హౌ, if we really remember, we have fond memories, keep them alive all the time, and He would be along with us every minute of it. So just like the God we believe, we cannot see in our with the naked eyes, but we always see with our heart, and we can remember, and He will be always with us. He will be guiding us, guiding you all, however He did all life. And I'm sure He would be proud of you, your progress, our peace. And with that, I'm sure, just as He said, we can only pray God, He would wish all the strength for you folks to bear with His absence, physically here. But He will be in your heart, just as He will be in our hearts. And we will all pray for His peace of for the soul. Thank you.
And I have put in a few points together to speak about my experience with Mr. Rao Garu, as I used to always call him Mr. Rao Garu, though he is my uncle, I do not, I tried my best to recollect when I first met him, but I'm not able to recollect, but I think probably it's about 8 years ago. I met him at my own home when we had a budget in our house. And the first time I spoke to him, it felt as if I'd been known to him for the more than about 15 to 20 years. And ఎంత క్లోజ్గా మాట్లాడారంటే I was totally involved with this various topics, as other speakers have already told earlier, that any topics మాట్లాడామంటే politics, as he said, some sort of the medical things, because of my experience in the medical line. I talked to him on the medical line, then we talked about so many aspects, and we used to go around all around the world, believe it or not, whether it is Hyderabad or we talk about any area. ఎంత గ్రేట్గా ఇన్వాల్వ్ అయ్యేవారంటే ఆయన, and you will never feel that you are talking to a senior person like Rao Garu. He is almost around 30 years older than me, if I'm right. And నాకు ఇప్పటికి కూడా I cannot forget. And I try to put in these points together, but every time I write one line, I used to get tears, believe it or not. And I don't know how to express. I'll try to put a couple of words together. He first visited to our house during our Grahapravesam. He never missed any of our invitations. Every time we invited him, he used to attend the programs in our home. And always he used to say that, Murthy Garu, I would like to come and attend your house. I think I would have known from the other speakers that he always used to say that to everybody too. It is not just because of he wants to attend, it is a love and affection he had towards the people around him. He looked very young at heart when it comes to sharing thoughts. He never used to feel whether he was young or he was old. He used to get involved himself, and as if he is a general person, never thought about the age group at all. I used to share all my thoughts with Mr. Rao Garu. He used to encourage me and always received great ideas and suggestions from him. Though I had a very short discussions on so many topics, but he used to give very friendly, good, fatherly advice to me. Anything I tried to share with him, he always used to say that I would like to share this with my son, who is in Chennai. And that is very nice of him, because he has his son, his daughter, and of course the other daughters, everybody around, but he used to love everyone wherever he is. And I don't know how many people have really seen the Swami's photo on the, in the hospital. And that was given by me to him. And I got this photo from Hyderabad when we had an exhibition recently about Swami in Hyderabad. And the photo was sent to me by a cousin of mine, and he said that we do not have permission from Swami to distribute this to anyone. But I thought, one day I was just thinking, and I thought, okay, this is the best occasion I can ever give the Swami's photos. That is the most current photograph. And if anybody has seen that, but I do not want to distribute to anyone, but I would promise that I'm going to give a copy to Anjani to send it to his son in Chennai, and which is going to be delivered to him by Saturday this week. He always used to call me Murthy Garu. I said that I'm very young compared to your age. Please call me Murthy. But he says, later the Murthy Garu, we have to talk that way. It is very nice of him. Last year around the same time, I had a rich experience when Anjani Kumar and his family went to India. And you know that we are always busy in our lives, but Swami has given me all the time for me to attend the bhajans. Every Thursday they used to have bhajans in their home, and I used to attend almost all the bhajans. And I had the opportunity to spend more time with him during that period. And he always used to tell me, Murthy, you are my eldest son. And I get tears when I think about it, but he always treats me as his own elder son. he had one ambition, because as somebody has, earlier we had the presentation with reference to the graduation party that we had. He used to say on that day when I met him, he said, Murtikar, I want children to become doctors, because in our villages we are deprived of doctors, they don't have good service, and I want our children to become doctors and do some service in India. And I don't know how many people will be able to reach that goal, but I would like to give an opportunity. And when I say that, actually, every doctor do not have time to go there and then spend their time because of their busy schedule here. I wish someday someone will get an opportunity at whatever the time may be, whatever their age, they go and spend their time and fulfill his wish of, Rao Gari wish one day, and then do some service in the villages across India. The last time I spoke to him in length was when he went to LA, if I'm right, whether it is LA or San Diego, I don't know, I get confused. Is it LA or San Diego? San Diego. The last time I spoke to him was when he was in LA. I just casually tried to wish Krishna's newborn baby, and I wanted to speak to Krishna, but I never got an opportunity to talk to him. But I had the opportunity to talk to his mother, and fortunately to talk to Rao Garjoti. And we talked again in length on various aspects with reference to, different topics. And I was telling him, when are you going to return back from San Diego? He said that, Murtikar, I like this place. I don't want to return back to Chicago because it is a very cold place. And I said, Leda di Rao di Ravali, but I never thought that it is going to happen, and he will not return to Chicago. But whatever he said, it happened. But of course, he was there in the last stages here along with all of us. I would like to say one or two thank you for Rao Garu. Thank you, Rao Garu, for wholeheartedly loving our family. Every time we met at a common place, temple, home, or elsewhere, he was overjoyed to see us. Thank you, Rao Garu, for being proud of me. You express that often, and it means a great deal to me. And I would like to also tell you that last year, I think it is in 2007, October or November, I happened to go to India, and I happened to attend the Gravpravesham of Prasad Garu, and he was saying to me, Murtikar, I'm waiting for you since morning, and you are so late. You know that in India we don't get autos early in the morning because I didn't have a transport. And he was literally waiting for me to come to the house right from 5 o'clock. I got the first auto at 6:30, and somehow I tried to go, and I had to walk a long distance to go inside because the auto fellow did not go there. And I had some trouble to go there, but I spent a nice couple of hours with him, and all the time when I was with him in that house, he spent with me, believe it or not, and I had a very good association with him. And I was searching some of my emails the other day for some other name, and I found Rao Garu email that he sent the New Year greetings this year. And I'm going to preserve that in my album, the photo album. And if anybody would like to have that greeting, I can always forward them to them. May the Almighty grant his soul eternal peace and gives the Vemula family all the courage and strength to bear the huge loss. Thank you.
My humble pranams and the lotus feet of Bhagavan Sri Sai Baba. Now, Tatayya Purvaka, Prema Bharita, Namasumai. The teachings, all the very good teachings. The teachings, it's very difficult for us to imagine how to implement those in our daily life. And if we go to their home at least once in a while, I think every Saturday we have a bhajan, I think. So you will get a glimpse of how we can also personify those things. So I really very much thankful to be associated with him. And If you don't mind, I think there was a small request from our sister. One thing, I think I shared this the other day, but one of the things, God, many times we don't know what is the final exam questions, right? Nowadays, there are a lot of, this is how, if you read this way and do the practice exam, you will succeed. But Lord Krishna gave that question paper long ago to all of us. We don't have to worry about what kind of devotees God likes. So he said in Bhagavad Gita, in 4th chapter, Bhakti Yoga, some qualifications of the devotee is what he likes very much. Even if we cannot have all those qualities, even if one or two qualities will make us closer to him. And I found in Venkateshwara Rao Garu most of those qualities. So no wonder why Swami, God likes him so well. So I can say a little bit of that. That is, Adveshta Sarvabhutanam Maitra Karuna Evacha Nirmamo Nirahankaraha Samadukka Sukakshami. Adveshta, he doesn't have any enemies. Adveshta Sarvabhutanam Maitra Karuna Evacha, full of embodiment of friendliness, embodiments of Karuna. Nirmamoha Nirahankaraha. He doesn't have any kind of ego. As he said, he was addressing him as Murtigaru. He doesn't need to, based on the relationship he had, but he maintains that the mannerism, whatever that is required. So I think I'm so proud to be associated with him and with the family. And without the mother is the backbone of the family. The mother makes sure all the children and the environment, everybody is in the right way, right direction. That's why Matrudevo Bhava, that is the first one. Of course, next comes Pitrudevo Bhava too. And Swami gives a lot of importance to the Matru, that is mother, and we are proud of you, Ma, that you are here with all your children, and that children radiating that love from your family to all the other members of the family. We are so happy. I was asked to sing a song, but I know only a bhajan. I will sing a bhajan if it is okay with you. Dasharatha Nandana Rama Daya Sagara Rama Dasharatha Nandana Rama Daya Sagara Rama Raghukula Tilaka Rama Satya Sai Shri Parandhama Raghukula Tilaka Rama Satya Sai Shri Parandhama Dasharatha Nandana Rama Daya Sagara Rama Ahalyodharaka Rama Shapa Vimochana Rama Ahalyodharaka Rama Shapa Vimochana Rama Shirdi Puri Sharama Puttapati Puri Parandhama Shirdi Puri Sharama Puttapati Puri Parandhama Dasharatha Nandana Rama Daya Sagara Rama. Bye.
What I say might be a different language and different words, but after listening to what everybody else said, I think the theme is going to be the same. It's amazing amazing how similarly we perceived Uncle. When you know a person like that, his presence is always going to be missed. When we're in similar gatherings with similar friends in the family, I think we're always going to miss him. But at the same time, when I walked in here today, saw his pictures, his presence is still here. And I can still listen to his words, and when we were watching the video, it's like he's still in the room with us. And one thing I can say about Uncle, when I first met him, one thing that stands out about him is he really loves people, everybody. I heard that he loves his family, and I agree with that. He had so much love, though. He had enough to spread it around to everybody. When I first met him and I felt that way, I thought it was just because Rama and I are very close friends. We went through good times, bad times, and we're almost like sisters, so I thought that's what I was perceiving. But I think it's more than that, because everybody in this room felt the same way. Whether it's children or older people, nobody felt bored with him. And they all, even a really stone-faced, reserved person like my husband could talk to him. And he could get my husband to smile, which is saying a lot for him, I think. The other thing I'd like to say, when people leave the world, they leave their children lots of things. They might give them houses and hospital, and especially in our culture, people feel that's what they have to leave their children with in the future generations. But Uncle was a very special person. What he left his children with, everybody teaches their children values, but I think what was very special about him, he was here with his children. Being someone who's so far away from my own family, I really know the value of that, to have your parents with you and to be able to enjoy with them when they're healthy, and the nice life he had with you. And also when he's leaving you, I see a part of him in all of you. So I think that you're all blessed, and we're blessed also to know him.
Hello everyone, my name is Satish, and I'm from St. Louis. I just want to say a few words about Tatayya. Both my grandfathers died when I was very young, and so I never had a chance to know them very well. But that was okay because I had Tatayya for pretty much my whole life. I remember the first time I met him was when Baba and Pindi first met in India, and we went to Tatayya's house, and we were supposed to have dinner, but then Tatayya began talking, and he was talking for a long time, and I was small, and I was wondering who this person is talking so much, but then I listened, and he, like everyone says, he's a very good talker, and he can talk about anything, and he talks about religion, philosophy, and then he was asking me questions, and I was just in school, but then he was asking me what I'm interested in, and I told him I was interested in medicine and the brain, and he was talking to me about the brain, and he knew so much about everything. And as I got older, I could begin to listen to him and understand more and more what he was saying. And he had so much education and knowledge to give. And being young as kids, we all feel like we know so much more. The elderly people don't know anything, but he was not like that. He actually, he could relate to everyone, old or young, from India or from America like us. And he was very good at that, relating and communicating with everyone. And as I got older and I was able to talk to him, I realized that he always asked me to be a good role model for his grandkids, Pug and everyone. But then I really took a good look, and I realized that the best way to judge a person is through as who they raise and mentor. And as I look at Hanumi and Pindi and everyone, and as I realize that they are some of the nicest people, and their brothers and sisters are some of the nicest people that I know, and I realize that's all because of Tatayya and Rama and raising them with such good people. And all I can say is that Tatayya is very philosophical, and when I last saw him in the hospital a few weeks ago, he was very strong, he was very sharp still, and he was in very good spirits, and that's the way I'll remember him. And just to think what he would have thought in terms of the meaning of life, I think he would have said the meaning of life would be to touch everyone and touch all the souls around them with the love. And I think Tatayya is almost like a pebble in the ocean, and it makes a small ripple, and then that ripple gets larger and larger. And this ripple around them is his family and his kids, and as the ripple gets larger, it's his grandkids and people like me. And then as the ripple gets larger, it's his whole community and family. And I think he's touched all of us. And I think that as grandkids, us, the way that we can respect him is to continue what he would have wanted us to do, continue with our education, and continue to spread the love and respect others as he would have wanted. And so I think that's what our role will be, and we will all miss him.
వెంకటేశ్వరరావు గారికి నాకు రెండు విషయాల్లో చాలా కామనాలిటీ ఉంది. ఒకటి పేరులో, ఆయన పేరు వెంకటేశ్వరరావు గారు, నా పేరు వెంకట. ఆయన ఐటీసీలో వర్క్ చేశారు, నేను ఐటీసీలో వర్క్ చేశాను. సో మా మధ్య ఉన్నది చుట్టరికం అనొచ్చు, సిగరెట్ రికం అనొచ్చు, ఏదైనా సరే మీ ఇష్టం వస్తున్నట్టు అనుకోండి. మా మధ్య మటుకు ఆ సంబంధం ఉంది. ఆయన 80 ఏళ్ల యువకుడు అనడంలో నాకు ఏమాత్రం అనుమానం లేదు. ఎందుకంటే చివరి క్షణం వరకు ఆయన చాలా మైండ్ చాలా షార్ప్గా, యాక్టివ్గానే ఉంది. బాడీ ఈజ్ వీక్ బట్ ది స్పిరిట్ ఈజ్ స్ట్రాంగ్. ఆయన చివరి క్షణం వరకు అలాగే ఉన్నారు. ఆయన 80 ఏళ్ళ యువకుడు అనడానికి కారణం ఉంది. చాలామంది ఏదో ఒత్తిడి కొద్దీ చదువుతారు, కానీ తర్వాత పుస్తకాలు చదవడం మీద ఇంట్రెస్ట్ వెళ్ళిపోతుంది. కానీ ఆయన లైబ్రరీకి వెళ్ళి ఆయన నచ్చిన పుస్తకాలు అవి తెచ్చుకుని చివరి దాకా ఆయన చదువుతూనే ఉండేవారు. మిగతా వారితో అవి డిస్కస్ చేస్తూ ఉండేవారు. అది సరైన యూత్ఫుల్ లక్షణం అన్నమాట అని నా ఉద్దేశం. రెండోది ఏంటంటే ఆయన చాలామంది డ్యాన్స్ చేస్తూ ఉంటారు, దానికి ప్రాపర్గా డ్యాన్స్ చేయడం కూడా ఆయనకు వచ్చు. ఆయన ఏం చేస్తారంటే ఆయన వాల్స్, మిగతా డ్యాన్స్ ఫామ్స్ కూడా ఆయన చాలా మెథాడికల్గా చేశారని చాలామంది చెప్పారు. అంటే చాలామంది పుట్టిన ఏదో పాట పాడితే ఎగారి గంటలు వేయడం కాకుండా ఆయనకి ప్రాపర్గా డ్యాన్స్ చేయడం కూడా వచ్చు. అంచేత ఆయన యూత్ఫుల్ క్వాలిటీస్ అందరిలోనూ అందరికీ మెచ్చుకోదగ్గవి, అందరూ ప్రశంసించాల్సినవి కూడాను. ఒక్కొక్కళ్ళు ఒక్కొక్క దృక్పథంతో ఒకే వ్యక్తిని చూస్తారు. నేను చూసిన నన్ను ఇంప్రెస్ చేసిన క్వాలిటీస్ ఆయన నుంచి ఇది, మిగతా వాళ్ళని మిగతా రకాలుగా ఇంప్రెస్ చేశారు. ఆయన బహుముఖమైన వ్యక్తి. మీ అందరికీ నా నమస్కారాలు.
Sairam, Namaste, all of you here. Already you have heard about Uncle. I don't have to say anything. But I would like to share just 3 thoughts that came to my mind. First thing is, great people see greatness in everybody. That's what is Uncle. And he always, not only anyone, everybody he praises, but that's not something. But he actually recognizes that some good quality in you and praises and encourages you. That's what touches our heart. Whenever he comes and sees me, he always used to encourage me, the work that I do, the service I do, whatever and little things I do. But his expression and his fatherliness and that affection I cannot forget. And auntie along with him is just perfect, and she comes along with him. They both are like have a smile on, beaming smile on their faces, and they show their love and affection to the same way to everybody. It's really amazing, and I feel very fortunate to know them. And just another thought I would like to share is, it's my sister-in-law and I was thinking that when we went to see uncle at hospital, we saw all their family members and we were wondering really, for these last more than 2 months, they have left everything, not only just the adults, all the kids, everybody was like in thought of their father and grandfather or uncle, whatever their uncle is to them, but everybody left everything and they are all in the service of uncle, and he's so affectionate and they are all so affectionate. And they are so fortunate to see that, and it is really, we all admire the qualities that they have, and we all have to learn from that. And as I said, I feel really touched to see, and I think it's really, you are all wonderful people, and we are fortunate to know you. And from our family, you have become just part of our family. You're not different, I know. We are just for more than 15 years, we have like one family. I know today Bharti is not there, and her heart is here. And again, I extend my love to all of you, and I pray Swami to give the peace to uncle and to all of you. And again, we are all here together, and please, anytime, just call us and we will be there. Sai Ram.
నన్ను మొదట అంజని అండ్ ఫ్యామిలీకి పరిచయం చేసింది రామచంద్రరావు. నేను అప్పటికి ఇక్కడ ఉండేవాడిని కాదు. మొదట అంజనీకి ఫోన్ చేయగానే నేను చీరాల అని చెప్పిన తర్వాత అంకుల్ అంజనీ కంటే కూడా ఇప్పుడు ముందు ఫోన్ ఇవ్వరా, ఎవరు చీరాల నుంచి మాట్లాడుతుంది అంటే, చీరాల నుంచి కాదమ్మా, ఇక్కడి నుంచే మన రాము ఫ్రెండ్ అని అంజనీ ఇచ్చాను. సో అంకుల్తో ఫస్ట్ మాట్లాడింది ఫోన్లో. కానీ నేను ఎప్పటికి కూడా ఆయన్ని ఫస్ట్ టైం అలా ఫోన్లో మాట్లాడుతున్నాను భావన ఎప్పుడూ రాలేదు. వారితో ఎప్పటి నుంచో పరిచయం ఉంది. ఆయన మరలా ఫోన్లో మాట్లాడుతున్నాను అనిపించింది, కానీ అలా ఫస్ట్ టైమే మాట్లాడాను అన్న అభిప్రాయం ఎప్పుడూ రాలేదు. ఆ తర్వాత వారిని మా ఇక్కడికి మూవ్ అయిన తర్వాత ఈ ప్లస్ పరవరు ప్రవేశం వారిని ఇప్పుడు కూడా ఒకే ఒక విషయంలో వారిని ఊపించలేకపోయింది ఏంటంటే, మీరు అనకండి అనుకుంటునేవాడిని. ఆయన మీరు అనుకుంటే, ఆయన చాలామంది మాట్లాడుతున్నారు, మీరు అనుకుంటే ఎవరిని మాట్లాడేవారు కాదు, అది వారి స్వభావం. ఆ తర్వాత మమ్మల్ని పరిచయం చేసినటువంటి మా మిత్రుడు రామచంద్రరావు, వారి చివరి క్షణాల్లో ఆయన నేను కూడా కలిసి వారి హాస్పిటల్లో ఫ్యామిలీ వాళ్ళతో కలవడం జరిగింది. ఇట్ వాజ్ సో అమేజింగ్. He recognized both of us. He blessed us. He raised his hand, blessed us. And what I heard from everybody else, I did not believe. So the first thing that came out, Dr. Subbaya was there, and I asked him, Doctor, not as a family member, he remembered perhaps, as a doctor, please tell me, I can't believe that he is leaving us. And he said, yes, his health condition is like that. He may be leaving us anytime. Ramchandra Arajila, he is from Austin. He was blessed to be here in his last moment, but he could not make it today. He asked me to read a few words for the Vemula family. He wants to give his almost 25 years of his association with the Anjani family. What he read, this is what his words I'm going to read. I am very fortunate to have known Sri Venkateswara Garu. For all of us from the good old ONGC days, he is Anjani's dad. With his smiling face and positive outlook, he was our friend, guide and mentor.
It did not matter if Anjani was in the office or not. He would visit our office in Madras and we would have a great time. I always felt that I was part of the Sri Venkateswara Gari family, and he was always there for me during the ups and downs of my life. I remember his kind hospitality in Madras and Chicago, and all the wonderful time I had with him. I offer my deep condolences to Auntie, Anjani, and the Vemula family members on the loss of the key pillar of their family. May Sri Venkateswara Gari's soul rest in peace. Om Sai Ram. This is from his beloved Rama. Thank you.
Sairam, my humble pranams at the lowest fruit of Sri Sai, Mr. Sai Baba. I pronounce to uncle, pronounce to auntie. Namaste everybody. Like many of you have said, I really don't remember the first time I met uncle. But I remember how I felt when I first met him. To me, most of you know that I was practically raised by my uncle, my mother's sister's husband. I felt like I was seeing my uncle, my Padnangaru in uncle. He showered me with the same love, fatherly love, that he showered on Uma and Anjani and the rest of them. He was always encouraging, I was always worried about the kids, their education, and he always told me that all we need to do is just to encourage the kids and they will do fine. And he was very happy when Dhruva, my oldest son, went to college, got into medicine. He made it a point to come and bless him. And those blessings are with us always. I just want to tell you that it's just not us who sees we meet very often on Saturdays and for bhajans and other things. But even my sister's family, though they live in Milwaukee, uncle made it a point. It was a hot day last May, unseasonably hot May day when we went for Anila's kids' function in Milwaukee. He made it a point to go to Dwarka's house, my sister Dwarka's house, and bless Vivi. He heard him play the piano and the bass, and he gave him his blessings and his encouragement. Uma, Anjani, Radhaka, and Rama, his legacy lives through you. You guys are just like uncle, very loving and very unselfish, and we are so fortunate to be a part, actually to have you as a part in our lives. Thank you.
Sai Ram. Namaste Auntie. Namaste and namaskaram to everybody. We all knew Uncle, our little family as we call the neighbor Sai Bhajan group, as Murthy Garu likes to call them. We all knew Uncle and Auntie through our bhajan group. They are like parents to us, coming to every bhajan and gracing the occasion. To talk about Uncle, there is only one word that we could say. It's just his presence that made the whole difference. I remember one particular conversation I had with him about raising children and me being apprehensive about doing a good job. I mentioned to him, Uncle, I don't think I'm raising my kids as you did. Look at Anjani and everybody else. So he said, I don't think you're doing anything wrong. I think you're on the right path. And he was always encouraging us. He said that by you people coming to bhajans and trying to be in more religious activities, you are doing the right thing. So it was his presence that always mattered, and he would be there in every bhajan. I would see him sitting there, smiling, and that made a lot of a difference, and it's always encouraging. Now that uncle is not physically amongst us, but in spirit he is still with us. And also as the Vemula family continues to come to the bhajans, I would request auntie to be both uncle and auntie for us, and be in the bhajans and grace us on each of those occasions, provide the guidance for us. Thank you and Sai Ram.
Thank you, everyone, for those kind words. Tatayya always, I think, liked living here more than India because of the beautiful people he knew here in Chicago. So thank you very much. In our family, before we start any event, we take his blessings. Adlane, I'd like to invite our family to come and take blessings from Tatayya now.
My humble respect is lotus feet of my beloved dad. I'm speaking on behalf of my sisters and also my brother back in India. We're all the lucky ones to be these kids. I know how difficult it is to raise 2 kids nowadays, but we're 5. My parents have planned so well for all of us.
and in fact they have sacrificed their entire life. I want to thank my parents for everything they have given to us. He is there with me for every moment. He is my guide, mentor, and a good friend. I know that I'm missing him a lot, but still he is there for me anytime. I can count on that. In fact, everybody in our family will have his blessings because he's always fond of loving people, kids and all that. So he's there for everyone. I just wanted to thank everyone who is here just for my dad. That's just for his love only. I can say that. That's a bottom line is only because of his love and affection for the people. Even though it's a very short time he's been in this country, many of us are here today to pay respects to him. I wanted to thank my sisters who have come from India and also my brothers-in-law. They have come all the way just to keep him happy because he said like he wanted to see my sister Rama and also my Pinni, Raja Pinni. She came all the way from India too, just after knowing about my father's condition. I thank her, and I know there's a big list of thanks. If I have to go on keep on telling that, I don't want to just say that because I'm sure that I've been missing a lot of names. Everybody here helped us during all these 15 days. In fact, all these 2.5 months when we are going through this rough time. I thank you all for coming here. And like we wanted to serve food for you because that's what my father wanted really to have everything done the way we would do it in India. So we wanted to take this opportunity to serve you all. Please stay back and have dinner. And before that, I think what was Father? I just wanted to just share a few clippings. Like the day he was passing away, he wrote certain things. I wanted to show that one. It's very emotional to see that. He signed Vemula.
పొంగల్ తీసుకెళ్ళారా? పొంగల్ వెళ్ళిందా? నేను అడ్డం వస్తున్నానా? there from others.
Yeah.